Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here, welcome back to another video. So we're gonna do a little bit of a video of a first look on this. And I'm gonna do the following, since I have two accounts. I have 6 fights per day, so what I'm gonna do on my main account, I'm just going to keep fighting them in normal order. But on the secondary account, I'm only gonna fight the sub-bosses. If I only fight the sub-bosses in 2 days, I'm going to get 12 fights, divide that by 4. And we're going to be able to see a lot of bosses early if I fight only the sub-bosses, because if you kill only the sub-bosses, you can move on to the next tier without actually killing the boss. Also, a little bit of an apology. The site is going to be the free artifact. I claim in my video that is most likely going to be the rings, and that's how it first appeared when they data mined it, when the new update dropped. But they have since corrected that, and I could also see that in the store. You could see the rings in the paid bundles, so it was expectable that this was the free artifact. So sorry if you felt misled, it's just me not being too careful about the information before laying it to you. Like, the review of the artifact still stands, but simply it's gonna be this free instead of the other one. This is an interesting artifact in itself, but I was more interested in the rings, but we'll see how it goes. Again, we'll see how efficient this actually is after we get our hands on it. Though I think Crown is actually a better version of this. Though this is strong. If Crown did not exist, this would be amazing, but I think the Crown of Conduct is just slightly better than it. Now let's take a look at the bosses. We have one room in here who's fortified, and I think she will have a super shield. We have this man who's got Scorching. Yeah, this man is useless except for the fact that he's reverse flash, so you're gonna find him annoying to fight. Starfire Reinforced Focused. Yep, nothing too much here. Cloaked and Anti-Venom. Just don't use dot damage against this man. Okay, so what team we set here? I don't know, I feel like... Okay, let's go Kimflan Sakuman on this account. Why not? That's what most of you are going to be using anyway. And we're going to go, for now, at the very least, Dr. Fate and... I don't know, Classic Wonderman, question mark? Yeah, let's go like this. I don't have any artifacts for this, alright, I did not buy any Sorry, artifacts. I'm gonna pull level 1 Firebox just because I'm too lazy to scroll or press and one more button to get a level 10 Firebox on Dr. Fate. And I'm gonna set this team up for a lot of fights to come. King is going to go with Crown, I think. And yeah, Wonder Woman does not need an artifact right now. Let's go first against Wonder Woman. Against Wonder Woman, you should have a bit more of a more specific setup, but it's 200k health. We're gonna be fine. The cat's just sitting in my lap. I'm petting him in between fights, by the way. You saw a little bit of a eerie coming on the face cam here. Nah, bro, she's gonna die to Dr. Fate Infinite combo. And she doesn't even have a super shield. This is great. This is amazing. The fact that she doesn't have a reflected shield is absolutely amazing. I mean, as you might be able to tell, it wouldn't have bothered me that much. I could have literally killed her with Dr. Fate alone. But having a shielded boss on the first tier is terrible. Because this is what the new players are going to come up against. It's going to be their first experience with this new soul rate. And they're going to absolutely hate it, my dude. But yeah, let's keep moving. Let's fight Scarecrow. Again, I don't feel like any of those guys pose any threats. Not even Wonder Woman. Considering that she doesn't even have a shield. Just be careful with you don't use dot damage against this man. I mean, in higher tiers, you can literally use League of Anarchy against this man in this tier and still be fine because they don't even need a dot damage. It's that low health. Also, something to test out is the AI is still messed up in normal mode. Yep, it's still messed up. Oh boy, I did not miss the AI in normal mode. This must be the dumbest thing they have ever done as far as decision making. Putting the old AI in normal, and then putting the actual AI that we're going to fight against in 90% of the game from Heroic Zone. Because in normal, people are going to learn as new players to fight against the bosses. And then everything they've learned does not apply in Heroics, because in Heroics it's actually easier because the enemy behaves normally, like a boss should. But yeah, Rant aside, here, Scarecrow's down. Yeah, let's go against Starfire. We're speedrunning this. Come on! Stop flexing. Bro, I can't click it. There we go. I guess Joker needs to flex first before I can click that. But yeah, if you're a new player, I know, bro, don't focus too much on necessarily learning how to fight normal, because in Heroics everything is gonna change. Like, learn to play around the AI normal as well, but just know that things are gonna get better as soon as you get to Heroics. Because for example here, Starfire doesn't have any prerequisites to using a... I messed up the combo. Starfire doesn't have any prerequisite to doing a special. In Heroic, they're gonna do a special if they jump attack, or if they do 3 hits against you, regardless of if you're blocking or not, so that way you can predict their specials. In normal, they're just gonna throw it out there. They get some free time, oh, I might as well do a special. And that's just amazingly frustrating. But yeah, moving on, I'm really curious about Joker's modifiers. We're also going to be able to fight on this account 1 boss in the higher tier, and 2 bosses on the secondary account in the higher tier. Is this special 2 enough? Not really, but not far either. Oh, come on. Oh, he's so disgustingly faster than you. I guess that's lore accurate, but still it feels unfair to play against reverse slash characters. Now, something I really wonder about Boss Joker. Does he stun you on tagging? Because then he would be a terrible tier 1 boss. Please no stun on tagging. Okay, let's read the description. Applies a shield on himself that mitigates incoming damage. Well, there's an artifact that you can pay real money for to remove that shield. With each attack, shield loses its durability and collapses as soon as it loses all durability. Also, boss has increased defense and immunity to crit and lethal. I like this, man. 2 mil health. I think we can beat that without crit. And let's just put Dark Maul cards in there for good measure. It won't hurt. Still, it doesn't say in the description, but there's a possibility that this man also stuns you on tagging. I don't really think I need to reduce the defense. But we might as well. We might as well reduce the defense as well. Why not? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't cost us anything. Doesn't matter as far as artifacts go. Yeah, let's go. But yeah, I really don't like that crit and lethal immunity. That's bullshit. Why? Why is that even in the game? Okay, there's a shield. Okay, it's not like a green lantern shield where he... Because I got worried when I saw the icon, that's exactly how the Green Lantern shield looks like, that the enemy doesn't even get staggered when you hit it, but thankfully he gets staggered. Does he like reapply that shield at any point? Also, so far, thankfully he does not stun you on tagging. Looks like we're not gonna need the defense reduction, obviously. What about when he uses a special? Nope. Is it just at the start of the fight? Because if it's just at the start of the fight, it's not... No, it reappears randomly. It looks like the specials we do against him do 1 damage regardless. Like, that special should have had, in theory, percentage health damage. But it didn't, because it was shielded. I killed him too fast. Maybe we should have done some further testing here to see after how much time the shield reappears. But yeah, that's both Joker down. I don't think it's a big deal with the shield, because yet again you can stagger him while he's in the shield. Just make sure not to blow your load too early, so to speak. As in, don't use percentage health specials while that is active. Let's take a look at the tier 2 and then we're gonna take a look at the rewards at the end. Post crit has increased defense, crit resistance, cannot be stunned or frozen. Why so many fortified and cloaked and... Okay, this man doesn't do anything. Just make sure you don't use things that rely on special 1. This man can't be disabled and Chaos Tag. Oh boy, do we love Chaos Tag in fights, am I right, guys? And this man has Scorching, Fatigue. You don't get hit by and disabled special 2. Just don't use stuff that relies on special 2 and don't get hit by specials and you're gonna be fine. Now, moving on to boss Sub-Zero, because I think this is gonna be the biggest trouble for a lot of people. Look, what we're gonna do is just leave King here alone. What you can do is put the Dr. Fate in there, remove all the gears from Dr. Fate, and just wait for him to die. And you also get the Dr. Fate passive, and you don't have to be tagged in and out. We're just gonna use Solo King here, because that's gonna be enough. It's a Sub-Zero character, so it's a bit annoying to deal with, especially in normal mode, so don't beat yourself up too much if it's a bit hard for you. Okay, special 1, we block that. Kind of saving up for a third special, that might one-shot him actually. Yep, that did one-shot him. And that's gonna be it for this account. I'm gonna jump cut to the reward for Boss Joker and we'll move on. This is the amazing reward that I got. So yeah. So my screen was wrongfully adjusted in the first few fights. I apologize. But now it's fixed. Secondary count, we're going to go through all the sub-bosses that we can go. We're going to skip Joker. Because the plan is we're going to get an early sneak peek at the tier 3 boss if we do this tomorrow. Battle Underground is a character that's relatively free to play, accessible, because she's got a challenge a bunch of times, so a lot of you might have her. Just be careful if you're combo interrupting, be careful with that, because might not work as well as you might think in normal difficulty. But yeah, that's Scarecrow down. This is speedrunning, not what we did with King. I think I'm literally gonna spend more time waiting for Joker to flex for me to be able to click other bosses than in the fights. That was the highest felt fight. Come on, Joker. Your flexing is wasting time. Okay, let's go Starfire. I think we get into final form before they get to use a special, before they have the energy to do so. Not, they do have the energy for a bit, but if we get lucky they don't do that. But yeah, that's Starfire down. As I said, it takes more time in between fights than in the actual fights. Next up. Look, if anybody's clearing the sub-bosses as well, make sure to count your timer. My timer currently is at 2 minutes to sub-bosses, then I'll let you know at the end. We're speedrunning this. If you watch this video and haven't cleared those bosses and you plan to go with the sub-boss, not with main boss, or even with the main boss, make sure to count your time and let me know if you did it faster than I did. And most likely this team is not the best at speedrunning, it is Batman Ninja team. Something that's relevant in both versions of AI, both in Heroics and normal, is that they don't do specials after they do a swipe towards you and you block it. So that's why I felt so confident there against Reverse Flash. Okay, come on. Stop flexing, Joker. We don't care. We're literally gonna ignore this man. He's flexing and we're going to do the worst thing we could do for him. Ignore him. Bro, chill, buddy, chill. You're acting like you have a chance. And look at her just sitting. She's just sitting. She just didn't do anything for 3 seconds. Do I look like I have time for that, Wonder Woman? Again, she's swiping towards me. Jump attack, followed by special expectable. There we go, she's down. I think she took the most time out of this fight because she was just annoying at the start. Okay. Okay, come on, Joker. I'm literally ignoring you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. No need to flex. Okay, so something here. Let's fight that. I don't know what to fight. Let's fight this man and then Blue Beetle. Because I feel like those two bosses are not hard, but they do something. Oh, 4 mil health. So we're getting somewhere now. And on normal difficulty, they don't really do ranged attacks, which makes it weird when they back up. Like, what was the point in the first place? Yeah, this guy was significantly harder than the other bosses. Goodbye. Also some dumb stuff with Grid. He's got a grapple special too, and I think there are only 2 grapples in the game. Grid special 2 and Praetor Batman 3rd special. If they try to grapple you and they miss, they're still gonna get invulnerability for a few seconds. And then transition straight into a block. That's annoying. But yeah, Blue Beetle, what do you do against this man? You don't let him hit you with specials. If he hits you with specials, it's gonna hurt. I mean, not the special itself, but the effects of it, because he power drains you and stuff, and applies burning effect on you, reducing your defense. Just be careful, don't get hit with specials here. Again, if you're struggling here in the first place, like, trying to address new players and stuff, 90% of the people playing here are just gonna run over him. But yeah, that's the final boss we're able to take on today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check in tomorrow, subscribe to stay updated. Because tomorrow we're going to kill those 2 guys. We're going to kill those 2 guys, right? We're going to get to this tier. We're going to kill all the sub bosses over here, and we're going to take a sneak peek at her and at all the sub bosses in this tier. Thanks so much for watching. Yet again, I'm sorry for the confusion with this artifact, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!